Hola Taurus, Sun, Pisces, Moons. Welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. Doesn't matter when you view it. Doesn't matter when you view it. When you view it is when you're meant to see it. It doesn't matter the time of year. Sorry. Doing these in order of requests in the comments. Make sure you post your requests up. And while you're waiting for yours to get done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we'll go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. Second portion of this will be the Vimeo link below, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards with clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors. So let's get to your Sun Moon combination traits. So Taurus, Sun, Pisces, Moons, you have a very sensitive nature when it comes to stressful environments around you. And it's hard for you to learn from other people, even though you're very capable of doing so. You are very direct when it comes to when it comes to goals. You are directed in regards to your goals. You're very courageous, but you have a hard time kind of living up to the expectations or living up to the perspective that you kind of have in your mind, where you want to be, where you want to go. You do tend to sort of bury your head in the sand when people want you to live up to a certain view. Because you have a huge fear of failing. So a big thing you need to work on in 2020 is learn to accept yourself. You all have a very tender approach when it comes to life and things in general, but you're very deep people. And this gentleness that you possess within your personality is actually what wins people's admiration and makes them respect you. You're very spiritual, you're very artistic, you're very imaginative. Probably more so than a lot of your Taurus, what I was trying to say, Taurians. Let me just say Taurians. I was going to say fellow Tauruses or fellow Taurians, because that Pisces that you have brings a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination, a lot of those aspects to the table. So you're not exactly the super duper grounded, earthly Taurus that the other Tauruses are. I don't even know if that made sense, okay? Very wise. When it comes to hurting other people or seeing other people being hurt, it's super painful to you. Another thing that you should really work on in 2020, which is going to be a huge challenge for you, is overcoming self-consciousness, working on that self-acceptance that we kind of talked about. You need to have more compassion for yourself, not just for other people. Being frustrated at yourself and disapproving of yourself isn't going to do you a single bit of good. Be really careful about choices in your friends, because you're very impressionable, you can be easily influenced, so make sure you have people that are going to influence you very well. It's easy for you to be taken over by an individual, someone who's aggressive, someone who's really pushy, someone that kind of tells you what to do. Beware of narcissists. I'm going to tell you right now, people with a moon in Pisces are actually sitting ducks, magnets for narcissists and emotional vampires. So make sure you guard yourself about that. Being happy in the long term is very important to you. If you are a female, be careful about marrying too young to get this security or ensure this security. Be happy in yourself. Be happy with yourself before you seek happiness in somebody else or in a relationship. You're sensitive, you're gentle, you're kind, and you treat people that way. You might have a hard time sometimes being grounded. Like I said, your imagination and all that will take you away to fantasy lands, and you'll have a hard time kind of coming back to the real world. Make sure you communicate, that you open up with other people. Don't push your feelings down. Don't smother your feelings. You want to make sure you kind of get those out. Being able to renew yourself is an ability that you all should work on. And you usually can, because when it comes to your Taurian nature, you guys persevere. You're very resolute and determined to get through a lot of things. And I think that's, oh yeah, and also don't, like I said, this is an interesting combination because you have that really grounded, Taurus, everything has to make sense and what have you. And then the Pisces is very ethereal and very spiritual, and you might suppress that spirituality. Realize that it's okay. Feed that. For some of you, you have a natural born intuition because of your moon in Pisces. Make sure you feed that. Make sure you go with it. Not everything makes sense that you can see and that's tangible. Try to go a little bit deeper and explore your creative outlets, your artistic outlets, your spirituality, and things like that, to improve your all over being in 2020. Okay, so Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Taurus sun, Pisces moons for the year 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine? Any messages you have for their greater good would be appreciated. Taurus sun, Pisces moons, what do you see? What do they need to know for the year 2020? What do you see for January, February, March? Pisces sun, Taurus moons. Taurus sun, Pisces moons. January, February, March. Sometimes I mix them up. It's easy. We have the Seven of Wands in the upright. Also, if this reading resonates, consider personal reading. My email rates and info are below. Just send me an email. We can make that happen. Okay, Seven of Wands. For January, February, March, April, May, June has the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta where I upload my weeklies. Alrighty. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. For the period of July, August, September. October, November, December brings the King of Wands in reversed. If you could like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below, that would be appreciated. Alrighty. So we start off with the Seven of Wands. I see you standing up for something that you strongly believe in. There's opposition. People aren't necessarily... I got that people aren't used to you doing this. I feel like you've kind of taken people aback. I think you've kind of decided, you know what? I'm done with this. I mean, you've gotten to the end of your rope, but I'm getting shock and surprise from other people that you're standing up for yourself and saying, you know what, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. This is what I believe in. This is what I want to fight for. This is how things are going to be. You might also have this realization that you just can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. And coming to terms with that is what's kind of making you stand up for whatever this cause is or whatever this belief you have in January, February, March. April, May, June, I see people not liking this. Okay, they continue to not like this. It might be affecting the home. It might be affecting practical matters. It might be affecting the office. Anything that pertains to practical, kind of tangible things. So, the Ten of Pentacles isn't necessarily a really emotional card to me, but it's people having discord with this new stance you've kind of taken. Some of them might feel like you were putting things in the way of them. Like I said, I get that this has thrown a few people. They're not used to this. They're used to perhaps your emotions guiding you or, being able to sway you in one way or another. So just this new thing you're trying to do is really causing discord amongst the ranks, okay? And try as you may to kind of do this, I don't feel like it's working out because in July, August, September, I see let me just say this. For 3/4 of the year, I feel like there's continued opposition. That's what I'm getting. I mean, it's a constant. And I think there's people that are resentful, people that are going to have other opinions. But this period of time, July, August, September, I shouldn't have said it doesn't work out. I didn't mean that. I meant it in a different way, and I said it in a wrong way. But here, you're still kind of adamant, okay? You might lose some friends along the way. You might lose, some things along the way. But I think you're realizing that there's just some people who are going to have opinions, and you don't have to entertain those opinions. And there's going to be people that you're going to be rubbing the wrong way, and you're always going to have conflict with them, no matter what you do. So I do feel that you're fighting for yourself. You're fighting for what's important to you, and you're realizing there's going to be people that are going to be resentful. That's just how it is. And I feel like you're coming to terms with this in July, August, September. but you're open to forgiveness, and you're open to, if they want to come back, if they want to re-enter your life based on your terms, I think you're open to that. And I think you're that's actually what you want, a type of resolution in regards to that. But I don't feel that's how it's going. Okay. And I see this King of Wands in October, November, December, and I'm getting, out of these people, or out of this group, I'm getting somebody who is the ringleader, somebody who is, could be, have masculine energies, a patriarch, a boss of some sort. But this person is really hard to kind of deal with. I mean, this person doesn't like the fact that you're asserting yourself, or you're kind of changing yourself in 2020. They're not used to it. They're not okay with it. They're definitely trying to push against it. And they're doing so, trying to be overly dominating or overly aggressive with you, or what have you, because they want you to back down. They want you to feel like you can't do this. They want you to feel like you're failing. Okay, so don't give in to this energy in October, November, December. But I feel like this person's going to be the most problematic person out of this entire thing. And again, it could be a father, an uncle, a boss, something along those lines, who just is trying to kind of get you to stand down. And I would be really careful with this. So I really feel like this year is going to be a year of fighting for yourself and standing up for yourselves, actually. So if this resonates, consider personal reading, and or click on the Vimeo link below, where I'll be pulling the clarifiers on this. Otherwise, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.